What's up, my Korra fans out there? This is Trey, and this is Animation Station. And today I got The Legend of Korra Book 2, Spirits, Episode 3. Alright, this episode can be summed up in mainly 3 parts. We got Tenzin looking for his runaway daughter with his brother and sister, Bumi and Kaya. We got the building tension between the southern and northern tribes. And we have the attempted kidnapping and the results of that kidnapping attempt. So in the beginning, we see the North coming through, trying to take charge, push everybody to the side. You know, you Southerners ain't nothing to us, acting all high and mighty. I knew they were trouble the moment they set foot on Southern waters. It makes me think, what is Unalaq really planning here, man? I mean, this guy is super shady. What good guy, you know, sits in the dark in his throne? I mean, he's sitting in his throne super dark. Can't even see his face. No, something's up with this guy. And the merchant Varrick, his morality goes into question as well, because he's only in it for the money. He's only in it for the profit. He don't really care about the people. And the stuff he's starting up is just for his own benefit, not for no one else's. So I would definitely not follow that guy. And when the kid threw the snowball, I was like, perfect. That's what it takes. Harm one of our kids, and you know we're gonna go ham on you. And as soon as I saw the kids, I was like, oh, it's getting started. The war is getting started now, because kids they're not held back by the social norms that normal people are held back by. They will do things, they will say things that are not appropriate, that hurt other people's feelings. They just don't care. And Unalaq wants Korra to mediate things, basically use her diplomacy skills, which I don't think she has any. And she's just at a loss right now. She should stick to doing more. She should have stuck with Tenzin, because what she's going through right now is on a whole different scale. She would have went to Tenzin, she went to Air Temple, everything would have been good. Now it looks like the spirits are not even involved. The spirits weren't even involved in this episode. And I don't see anybody so far in this episode that's going to challenge Korra the way Amon did last season. Alright, and we switch over. Let me switch over to Tenzin's side. So one of Tenzin's daughter has gone missing. They say that she ran away. I really think she got kidnapped. We also learned that Tenzin was a favorite child of Aang. Aang spent more time with Tenzin, didn't really spend as much time with Bumi and Kaya, which I think is kind of messed up. So he was probably pretty pissed when they came out the womb, and he was like, man, no airbenders? And then when his daughter came out, dang, no airbenders again? This is ridiculous. And then Tenzin came out, and he was like, man. And then he just said, pushed all his other kids to the side and just took Tenzin by the hand. They went on the air bison exploring the world. I'm like, dang, Aang, you are definitely not father of the year. You can't ignore your other kids like that. I know Tenzin needs to learn some things about the air society, but don't ignore your other kids, man. And we actually get to see Aang's daughter, Kaya, do some waterbending, which I was really excited to see. Get to see what Aang's daughter and Katara's daughter can really do. Because Katara was a really good waterbender, one of the best in season 1. And, in the first show. And I just want to see what her daughter's up to. We didn't really get to see her using in combat, but anything's better than nothing. And Tenzin's memory of Aang is a little different from Kaya's and Bumi's. Kaya and Bumi actually feel a little betrayed by Aang because he spent so much time with the youngest son, played favorites and all that good stuff. And they actually have beef with Tenzin about it. So we actually get to see some sibling squabbling between the three. And they all end up going their separate ways by the end of the episode. Tenzin's daughter's still out there missing, which I'm worried about. Alright, now we switch back over to Korra's side of things, where we see Korra talking to her mom and not really trusting in her family, putting all her trust in the man she just met 2 episodes ago, Uncle Unalaq. I mean, Korra is I don't understand Korra. Don't brush your family aside for some stranger. You don't even know anything about him. Do some research. Find out why Tenzin and your father don't like him. There must be a reason. They don't like him. Okay, it must have been something he did. He's not innocent. He's no spring cherry. Next we see the kidnapping. Unalaq getting ambushed by some Southern Water Tribe members, which I don't know. It may have been a setup to because I don't know about Unalaq getting kidnapped. And Unalaq didn't use any of his abilities. I think he would use some water bending and someone would have got hurt in the scuffle. I don't know. This dude was just sleeping in his bed and they came in blindfolded him and got him. Huh? He ain't got no powers? Uh-oh. I hope that's not the case. That would be really whack for for the leader of the water tribe not to be a water bender. I mean, not to be a good water bending. So this is our first and only really fight scene in the whole show. We got Korra using her acrobatics and agility to easily deal with the water benders. Those guys were not really a challenge. And Korra was going through a whole emotional thing during this period because she thought that one of the kidnappers was her father, which it turned out it wasn't. And she was like, man, I really don't want to hurt you. We from the same tribe, people. Come on now. Let's take it easy. But sorry, Korra, your talking skills are level 0. You can't talk your way out of anything. You might as well put your fists up. And then at the end, we have a tender family moment. Korra with her crocodile tears, I apologize, Dad. I thought it was you. I should have trusted you. Being broken up by Unalaq coming in home invasion style. And everybody in shock, like, oh, how you gonna accuse me? I wasn't involved. Now the funny thing is he actually accused Korra's mom too. So he trying to take the whole family out. Korra's gonna have an empty house in there eating by herself, pretty lonely in a minute because Unalaq is coming through and he putting everybody under arrest. This episode was basically about sibling squabbling. We got Tenzin and his siblings, and we got Unalaq and his brother, Korra's father. They over here fighting and stuff like that. I mean, what would their parents say? This is like, I like to see some outsiders come in and actually be a threat or be or start the conflict. So overall, I give this episode a C plus if I had to rate it. It wasn't much action. They need to give Mako something to do. He needs a purpose. He was a police officer at first, and now he's doing nothing. He's just Korra's moral support, and he's not even good at that. Give that man something to do. And the fight scene was it was okay. We didn't get to see much water bending this time around. And some of Korra's decisions that she's making, I don't see where she's coming from. Don't trust Unalaq fully. She trusts the man, don't know anything about him. Not a good idea, Korra. But that's it today, guys. If you like what you heard, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe for more in the future. I'll be back next week for another review.